If you're doubting that physical manifestation is real, I'm here to tell you that it really is. It really is really real. And I'm not talking about just like positive physical manifestation where you look better. I'm also talking about negative ones where you look worse. Because I've been experiencing this, although I have had many, many successes with physical manifestation and looking differently, looking better, my face glowing up, all of this stuff, I still see myself morph. Like, I see my face morph really regularly. Honestly, I've been going through this where I've been seeing my face morph, and to be honest, it's happened like quite a lot of times throughout my journey. Usually, what will happen is like I see my face start to look worse. Then eventually, like I kind of let go more, and then it starts looking better again. I just saw some fireworks. That's super weird. um, what the hell? Literally, just as I started doing this, I see my face morph and stuff. Um, and then whenever I see my face change like negatively, I look inside and I look at, okay, what is going on inside me to be reflecting this? Because obviously, if something happens that's bad, but I have no emotional reaction to it and it just kind of comes and then it goes, that tells me that that was just, movement or unfolding or whatever you want to call it. That's just how it's happening in 3D. But what I noticed is that when something bad seems to happen and then I start getting fixated on it or start worrying about it, that's kind of like pointing to something. That's like a warning sign of something. Now, I realized this recently where I saw my face start getting quote unquote worse. And then I looked and then I was like, what am I doing? And it always happens like this. It's like whenever my self concept seems to get a bit lower because of my feelings, because I'm giving too much importance to my feelings, that will happen. When I'm judging what I see in the mirror too much, that will happen. And also this one is super sneaky, and I don't think people can even think about this. If you start getting a positive manifestation and then you start getting addicted to seeing the result of that, that's going to be taken away from you. Like, I've noticed this every time. Once I start getting addicted to what I see in the mirror, the compliments I'm receiving, once I start putting like way more importance in that thing, which is the 3D thing, which isn't even who I truly am. When I start saying, oh my God, the 3D is more important than me, what I see in the mirror is more important than what I know to be true, which kind of, it sounds kind of confusing because it's like, okay, but if it's a positive thing, how can you get attached to positive things and like make something bad happen from that? Yes, absolutely. Because when you start getting fixated on the result, then you start saying that you are not the powerful one. The results outside of you are the powerful one. And once you start giving your power away, things can decline. And I've seen this not only with my face, but I've seen this with like other areas of my life, like abundance, success. Once it's really crazy because it's like the whole game of manifestation is supposed to teach you who you are and that you're powerful. But then if you start using it as a crutch and start like attaching all the importance to the results that you're getting, then you stop being powerful again. So it's like it's kind of like a big trap that you can fall into. Which is why I kind of don't even like calling it manifesting anymore. And I kind of just I think we need to kind of move past this and transcend it and view it more as just like we're getting to experience the unfolding of our desires, or we're just getting to experience what we want, and we're getting to grow and learn and evolve through our desires. It's not that we need to make our desires happen, because if you are in that state, everything will just happen without you even trying. So it's like, why are we trying so much? Why do we care so much about what we see outside of ourselves? We would only care so much about what we see outside of ourselves if we don't believe that we're powerful. And yeah, this is hard. Like I don't even want to say it's easy, because you can learn some things and then be tested, and then like you'll have to like learn things sometimes from a high level. Sometimes you keep having to revisit the same topic over and over and over again, until you really get it. And like I noticed this within myself too. Like although I've learned a lot about a lot of things through manifesting my parents, sometimes you can get stuck in it still. Sometimes the 3D, the temptation, it's just so like it can be so addictive. It can be so, you know, alluring. The 3D can be so alluring, and I don't think enough people talk about how it can be. Even with positive things, it can be so, it can make you really want to bow down to it. And this whole thing is about learning how to not bow down to it. I'm really sorry about the quality of this. I just really felt inspired to speak on this and tell you that, look, you're still going to go through it sometimes and it's completely fine. Like, I. I feel like every time I go through things like this, I come out of it learning another lesson. So I can't really be mad about it. But it's a thing that I've observed and I've noticed. And if I'm experiencing this, that means that other people might be experiencing this too. Um, yeah.